Hey, ladies and gentlemen, no idea how long this episode of The Viewpoints will last, but let's try to get in as much as we can. I believe, hopefully, in 7 minutes or more or less, because I think 7 minutes is when this video is probably going to automatically stop. So let's try to get in as much as we can in 7 minutes or more. If it, goes beyond 7 minutes. If it cuts off at 7 minutes, let's try to get as much as we can done in 7 minutes. Now, or even less if it cuts off before then. Latest album dropped is Break the Internet, and the idea that I had for that album was legitimately the intro in game. Was that when I was thinking about that on Friday night, well, this past Friday, I can't tell you the exact date, but yeah, this past Friday, when I was thinking about this past Friday, and I was thinking to myself about some of the lyrics that I had put in game, that's why I had thought, let's break the internet. Because I'm thinking to myself, to certain people listening, some of these lyrics might come by surprise, especially the Madeline Bassett lyrics about potentially being my wife. Because the thing is, me and Madeline Bassett, we do know each other, we are good friends, and so forth and so forth. But that song was actually recorded back this past February when I actually had, her on my mind more in that, case and scenario than I have her on my mind now. But I knew to a certain degree that having those lyrics in there would still be raising some eyebrows and being like, what now? Okay, he wants to date who? He wants to marry who? So it really was a marketing scheme to a certain degree. But at the same time, me and Madeline, I do believe we're still cool, and we're still good friends, and so forth and so forth. Madeline Bassett is the lovely young lady who, if you look at the song her Picture Us, that's her who I was standing beside in the photo of Picture Us. And she goes to, once again, LSU. I have nicknamed her pretty much the face of LSU, the global ambassador, well, actually the top ambassador of LSU, because I have a lot of respect for her. My respect goes very, 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 very far for her. I love her very much, and I have a lot of respect for her, and so forth and so forth. But yeah, Break the Internet. If you listen to some of those not titles, but some of those lyrics in the song in game, you will kind of understand why the title is what it is. Because like I say, some of the lyrics might take you by shock and be like, he thinks this, he believes in that, so forth and so forth. So that's why the title is Break the Internet. But again, yeah, the song in game was recorded back in February of this year when I had those really, really, really strong feelings for her, as really, like, she was like, the only one that I wanted to be with at that time. So that's when the song was recorded. But of course, over time, things have definitely changed, because it's definitely long distance, and long distance relationships can work, but they require a lot of sacrifice, and they require good communication still when it comes to being able to talk to each other and stuff like that. We've never dated, but still, it's a girl who I deeply admire and I deeply respect and have that type of love for when it comes to what we can be in the future, so forth and so forth. And like I said, the song was recorded back in February, and all those things are still true when I say, like, okay, hopefully she can be my future wife. Those things are true. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But if it's not, it's not, and I wish her the best with whoever else she ends up, dating and or marrying in the future. It's all love and 100 when it comes to still my love and support and encouragement towards her and her careers and her love life and her family, always in favor, no ill will ever, so forth and so forth. But yeah, the title Break the Internet came from some of the things that I not only said in the song in-game, because I was that close to scrapping, or not really scrapping, but deleting some of those verses. But I'm like, no, let me keep these verses, because this fits the title of Let's Break the Internet, because of some people probably, if you've been listening to my music for the past year, some of those lyrics are definitely going to come by surprise to you, and you're going to be like, he's interested in who, he had feelings for who, he believes in what, so that's why I had the title Break the Internet. But I have enough music, again, still stored up to where I can drop another album this weekend if I wanted to, but I don't think I want to do that. I do believe I'm going to drop some singles eventually, and I'm going to continuously drop and hopefully drop another album or two this August. But yeah, Break the Internet, soak that up, love it, enjoy it, eat it up. Eat up Power of Influence if you haven't ate that up yet. Two of my recent projects that I'm very proud of overall with the production of both of them. I'm overall very proud of them, and I do hope that they do go far and they reach far and they do what they're supposed to do towards continuously making a better tomorrow for all and having a very powerful impact on the culture towards that once again the change, Jesus above all, better tomorrow for all. Now I can go over some songs, which is really what top things I want to do in this video is go over some songs. I'm gonna make a song titled "In These Streets" or "On These Streets." I'm gonna make a song titled that eventually, and so on and so forth. And the duality of that that title of "In These Streets" or "On These Streets," "On These Streets" or "In These Streets." The duality of the purpose of that title is pretty much just